Hi there and welcome to today's video. So today's video is our solar panel update for December 2022. I'm a bit late. I think I was dragging my feet a bit because the last 2 weeks have been this kind of, going back to work and struggling to get back in the swing of things and just dragging my feet in general. So here's the update for December 2022. If you're a returning viewer, thank you very much for coming back. And if you're new, my name is Steph, and my husband and I had solar panels fitted to our house in April 2022. And at the time, I really struggled to find information about how much people generated in the West Midlands in the UK. And that prompted me to record a monthly video about how much we generate, how much we export, how much we import, and how much we save. And I thought it would be useful for people out there who are thinking about getting solar panels or live in the area where we live and just want a bit more information, basically. So, all right, so let's look at our consumption on a monthly basis. Well, consumption, export, generation. So let's look at that in detail. I've zoomed in. I hope it's okay because someone mentioned that it was a bit small on some screen. So I hope it's all right and I hope you can read all right. So just as a reminder, we had the solar panels fitted on the 26th of April, and it took about a month for the export to be set up because they need to give you an ID and they do things, they send someone, it comes back, blah, blah, blah. So everything that was exported in May, up to the end of May, it took about a month, for maybe the 26th of May, wasn't we didn't get any money for, so that's what the company, so like that's when the company started recording what we exported. So as you can see, May is really good in terms of generation, so 500 plus between May and August. It was really good. We had a really nice few weeks, I think it was in August. September, it was all right. It started going down. Obviously, the days have started shrinking at that point quite a bit, so you can see a difference. And I think we had some nice weather, and then things got a bit rainy. So I think that would probably explain that. And then, to be fair, October was still really good at 315. I was really pleasantly surprised. November, it went downhill massively. And then December it reduced hugely. But I mean, to be honest, it's November, December, I don't know for most people, but I didn't expect to make even that much. So I was actually really nicely surprised. And in terms of export, you can see we didn't export much in May, that's normal. And then we exported loads between June, July, August. And still a decent amount in September and October, all things considered. It was 200 plus kilowatt. And that's how much we take from the grid. So just so you can see, for example, in June, we exported 3 times what we imported. Same thing in July, even better in July. 4 times we used from the grid, 4 times less than we exported. August, same thing, about 3 times less than we exported, so that's brilliant. It means we used a lot of our own electricity. September, we still used less from the grid than we exported. October, it was about the same. And then obviously November, that's where things started shifting, but that's completely normal. That's what I expected. And we do use some like appliances like, heated blankets, for example, which before we wouldn't have used, but we're trying to use more electricity than we are using gas throughout the day, at least, maybe not in the evening. But you never really know when the electricity is there, so it's a bit of a gamble for some stuff, but anyway. So, I mean, up to November, I was actually really, really pleased. I think we did really well. I mean, January so far, 16th of Jan, it's not looking great. But it's looking like it's going to be about the same than December, but we still have 2 weeks to go, so we'll find out based on the weather. Birmingham can be really cloudy. And when it is cloudy, you'll see when you look at the details of the electricity generation, we can generate very little. So that's our actual consumption. It might not really be relevant for you, but here is the data that I use to justify the reason we decided to get the battery. So I've mentioned the battery a few times. We ordered it back in June. It finally was delivered this week. Our installer had to shuffle things around because the manufacturer, it's not manufacturer, the supplier, I don't know what they're doing, to be honest. I didn't ask, I just wanted my battery. So we do have the battery, but there was one piece that's missing, and apparently it's quite vital, so we can't have the battery yet. But fingers crossed, it's coming soon. Right now, we're not making that much electricity, that I'm not too fussed about it, but starting from February, March, we're going to generate a lot more, and I really would like the battery in place so we can save more money, because obviously we paid for the battery, and we paid for the battery quite a while ago, so I really would like to, you know, get things in order. So I will tell you more in the next video. So looking at the consumption, generation, in more details, this is a column that tells you how much electricity we generate in December. So 106 kilowatt hour. It's not amazing. There are some fairly good days with 8 kilowatts, which is quite impressive, really. 7.3 still impressive. 7.5, I think that's about it. 7.2 here. We still have some 5, 4, 5.7. Yeah, anything below 4 is pretty poor, and I'm going to show you the amount of days that would be a 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Out of 31 days in December, 19 days we generated less than 4 kilowatt. I think I may have selected a 4 somewhere in the line, but yeah, less than 4 kilowatts, so it's not amazing. But it's December at the end of the day. I wasn't expecting much. We exported 64 kilowatt hour, which is not very much either, but again, December. And that's how much we used from the grid, and that's how much we used in total. So from 211 we used from the grid, we used a total of 252. So we actually used about 40 kilowatts hour from the electricity we generate. Okay, so this is the bill for December. So our supplier charges us from mid-month to mid-month. So it's not really relevant because I'm giving you the December data. So I'm estimating it, what the bill would be based on the actual consumption, so what we took from the grid. So from the 1st of December to the 31st, it's 31 days, and we took 211 kilowatt hour from the grid instead of 252, which is our total consumption. Standing charge, price per kilowatt hour is 49p12, and the standing charge is 45p24. But we are all getting a 17p per kilowatt hour discount, which makes the charge per kilowatt 32p something. So that means that our total bill for December would be 85.89 or £85.89 instead of 99.72. So effectively, we saved £13 with our solar panel in December. We also exported 64 kilowatts, so we made £9.7, which means that in total we have a saving of £23.53. So if you see that money is not, I've not saved it, but it will be credited onto the account, so it's kind of saving. Well, it builds up our credit, which is great because December and January in gas is going to be very expensive. So I hope that all makes sense. If you have any questions, it's quite a brief video for this month because it's not boring. It gives you an idea of what you can get in December in the West Midlands, but it is boring in the sense that it's not very exciting. I wish it was a bit more, you know, but it's December. It is what it is. January is looking similar, and hopefully February things will start to brighten up. So I hope you find the video useful, but it kind of helps you if you're thinking about getting solar panel to make a more informed decision. Obviously take everything with a pinch of salt because the weather is different every year. You don't get the same thing every year, so it's hard. It gives you an idea, but it's not set in stone. But I really do hope that helps. So thank you very much for watching. There will be another update in a few weeks for January, so I hope to see you back then. If you haven't subscribed already, feel free to subscribe and share the video with a friend if you want. it would be really helpful to support the channel, so thank you. And if you are thinking about changing supplier, I will put my Octopus link, my referral link, in the description box. So thanks again and have a lovely day. Bye.